It'll show me on the 1080 with a white Challenger.
South Texas towns and highways see some of the most unpredictable vehicle pursuits in the country.
We got a pit.
Texas DPS troopers often face fleeing vehicles while transporting multiple concealed or unauthorized passengers.
Watch your cross traffic.
Turning every mile into a high-risk situation.
Hey, go ahead and start EMS. You just went head-on into a tree.
This compilation highlights interdiction pursuits, where attempts to evade traffic stops put the public directly in harm's way.
It just hit a Jeep.
Beginning on rural highways.
He just tried to run over the trooper.
And progressing into more congested areas and residential streets, where those risks can increase dramatically.
A pistol! A pistol! A pistol! I can speak English. On the ground! On the ground! On the ground!
We start with a suspected smuggler in a white Dodge Charger, leading Texas DPS troopers on a high-speed pursuit through Laredo's Trade Center Boulevard. The trooper waits to get close enough and deploys a tracking device at the fleeing vehicle, but it doesn't connect.
That intersection, still heading southbound.
The driver then cuts onto the right shoulder to blow past traffic stacked at a red light, clipping the curb, instantly shredding both right side tires.
We got a flat tire, flat tire.
Alright, Laredo. On to Saunders.
The Charger is disabled, boxed in by multiple units, and everyone inside scatters in different directions. When it's over, troopers account for the driver and 7 individuals being transported without legal authorization.
Here we go, switching over.
When pursuits involve multiple passengers and dangerous driving, the potential charges can increase significantly.
Hey, it's open, I'm gonna pit. Driving wrong side of the road.
First attempt only makes the driver more reckless.
Driving on the left side of the road.
Okay.
A second attempt, and this time it connects. But the driver recovers, regains control, and keeps going. The driver and passenger attempted to flee on foot.
Driver?
Authorities say the local driver and passenger now face multiple felony charges.
Sola ahí. Sentada. 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 Siéntese ahí. El suelo. Hasta abajo. Usted también, man. Súbase. Levántese. Siéntese ahí también contra el carro.
Looks like he's going to be non-stopping. It's going to be 1080.
Next, air support takes the lead. Texas DPS aircraft operations overhead, feeding ground units live positioning as the pursuit unfolds.
And 116 will call it. He's on the wrong lane of travel. Watch out for oncoming traffic, guys. 79 passing 482.
Tower, just be advised.
DPS, all we have a station, hold on, routine traffic. 1080 on Route 79, Rollover County.
Watch your cross traffic. Watch your cross traffic. Traffic's clear. Watch your cross traffic. Watch your cross traffic. You there, 116, I didn't hear y'all. Alright, bailing out. About a mile or so north of 512. Going through a ranch right now.
Bail out. North of mile marker. Go ranch.
Close to Weber Road up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10-4.
Hey, go ahead and start EMS. He just went head on into a tree for other occupants that might be injured. Driver's getting out, white shirt, white polo shirt, multiple people bailing out. Go ahead and start EMS just in case anybody's hurt. White shirt, blue jeans, white and black shoes for the driver.
Hernandez, you want us?
That road that y'all are at, y'all just come straight down there. He just took his shirt off. It ain't gonna help him, but he's running shirtless in jeans. Just come down that road as soon as y'all get in. He's laying down somewhere.
¡Manos para arriba! ¡Manos para arriba! ¡No se mueve!
With the crew in the sky guiding the way, the driver was located hiding in thick brush on the ranch property.
¡Levántense! ¡Levántense!
All right, suspect's in custody right now. Suspect's in custody.
The driver now faces multiple charges, including smuggling of persons, criminal mischief, criminal trespass, deadly conduct, and evading arrest while operating a stolen vehicle. Since its inception in 2021, Operation Lone Star has placed Texas DPS at the forefront of southern border enforcement, expanding the range of encounters and situations troopers face on these roads. Later in this compilation, several of those situations escalate quickly, creating serious risks for everyone on the road.
Then EMS, driver's wearing red shorts, white shirt. Get down! Get down!
1080, be a silver passenger car. Speeds are going to be 112, still westbound 57.
Speed of 112, westbound US 57.
Crossing into Maverick County now. He just tried to run over the trooper.
Ah, God damn it. Damn, that was close.
Just tried to run over the trooper.
10-4, vehicle is just trying to run over trooper.
He's headed straight towards traffic.
10-4, vehicle heading towards traffic.
Speeds at 115,
Okay.
Speed still 100.
Available unit in Maverick County, start heading towards 57.
Passing in a no passing zone. Oh! Off the road, down into the ditch. Down into the ditch, hold on. Bell out.
The suspect was located nearby, facing charges including evading arrest and aggravated assault on a public servant. Under the cover of night, some smugglers attempt to move passengers along remote roads, hoping reduced visibility will work in their favor.
1050, they're in the river at the first crossing, rollover.
When troopers arrived at the scene, they observed multiple people trapped inside the overturned vehicle. They quickly moved into the water, breaking windows and cutting through deployed airbags to reach those inside.
Get him. Hold it. Tell him to go to the light. I got a foot. Hold on. Hey, tell him we busted out the back windshield.
Okay, la ventana de atrás está abierta.
Okay. Here.
¿Cuántos más? Ustedes saben, ¿cuántos más hay? There's one more.
I got it. Here we go.
Working together with other first responders, they were able to rescue 5 people from the wreckage. The driver was later convicted on charges of smuggling of persons and aggravated assault.
That's it?
In another nighttime interdiction, troopers in Hidalgo County attempted to stop a vehicle they suspected of transporting multiple occupants. Instead of stopping, the driver sped onto the freeway.
Nice one. Tires off.
Tires are cool. Lost the tires. Tires off. Tires are cool.
Okay, this is 605. I'm gonna go ahead and take lead of this pursuit. I'm gonna pit him.
With sparks flying from blown-out tires, troopers move in and perform a tactical pit maneuver.
Pit.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Todos con las manos arriba.
Authorities say the driver, later identified as a documented gang member, was taken into custody and now faces charges including smuggling of persons and evading arrest. In another nighttime interdiction, troopers pursue a stolen big rig in LaSalle County. During the pursuit, Frio County Sheriff's deputies successfully deployed a tire deflation device.
Right, that's right.
But the truck continued on.
Sorry, Sammy is going into Pier Park.
Doing 602.
With a successful spike. KK in 40 out. Oh, we got. Ready?
Just took down stop sign.
With the tires failing, the driver turned into a nearby residential area, striking traffic signs and several light posts along the way. The driver eventually stopped the vehicle and fled on foot into the neighborhood.
¿Cuántos son? 15. Así está bien, nomás donde los mire.
Troopers discovered 18 passengers concealed inside the sleeper area of the truck. Authorities say the driver was able to evade apprehension.
0406.
During this Hidalgo County pursuit, events unfold quickly as two troopers pursue a suspected smuggler without immediate backup on scene.
Northbound on Abram Road, passing 5 Mile.
Hey, get today! Get there! 3 days before West Coast Rollover. Hey, no, bájate. Solo.
Uno por uno.
Uno por uno.
With the events unfolding rapidly and backup units still en route, several of the concealed passengers ran toward a nearby neighborhood and were able to evade apprehension. Authorities say approximately 7 individuals fled the area and were not located at the time. The two troopers on scene were able to detain 5 of the passengers. They also apprehended the driver, who now faces charges for evading arrest and smuggling of persons. Coming up later, the pursuits intensify as the risks continue to grow.
Looks like we're gonna have a bailout.
Smuggling operations sometimes involve young drivers, placing them in risky situations. Authorities say young individuals are sometimes recruited to transport passengers, creating dangerous situations for everyone involved.
Yeah, vehicle 1050, it went over the overpass. Go ahead and notify EMS.
Do you have a hammer? Can you grab it? Hold on.
15-year-old driver and a 12-year-old passenger inside the stolen vehicle were not injured. The driver now faces multiple charges. One passenger being illegally transported suffered serious injuries and was taken to a hospital.
Got any ejections or anything? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I told them to look to see if there's any bodies. Because they would have lost, if anybody was in the bed of that truck, they would have lost them.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody.
In this next incident, that concern becomes very real when a pickup packed with passengers, including several riding in the bed, loses control during a high-speed chase.
We're going to be approaching 23 heavy traffic. It seems like it's only now. 24-6 on the lead. She's going westbound on frontage.
In an attempt to get away, the driver makes an aggressive lane change.
1050, 1050. 1050. Expressway. On westbound frontage. Yeah, 1050.
Officials say the driver, who also had unlawful residence status, was arrested and charged with evading arrest and smuggling of persons. The incident also highlights the risks of carrying unrestrained passengers in the bed of a pickup. In this case, it's fortunate no one was ejected.
And 148 Laredo, it looks like we're going to have a bailout. Stand by for cords, bailout. It's going to be top line 27.406.
What color was it?
Stand by, vehicle still on the move, still on the move.
We'll stay on the vehicle.
Laredo 148.
All right, 148 Laredo, looks like a trooper has eyes on it. He is going to get behind it.
The exit that runs to Jaime Zapata.
He's taking the 359 exit. Took the 359 exit. Looks like he's going to try to turn around. 1050, 1050.
1050. He just crashed head on with the wall there. Let's turn around.
Laredo 148, 10-4, 1050, 3 boy 103.
Call EMS. I think we... Yeah, bad. Quédate ahí, quédate ahí. Quédate ahí. No te muevas. His leg's broken.
According to DPS, the 18-year-old driver and passenger were later arrested and charged with smuggling of persons. The 3 occupants in the vehicle were all transported to the hospital with injuries. The 4 individuals who initially fled on foot were located and apprehended by U.S. Border Patrol agents. Stay with us as we move through this compilation, witnessing a shift from highways to more congested areas. In these environments, the margin for error narrows considerably, and the risk increases significantly to anyone on the road.
Out! Get out! Get on the ground!
It's just 1050, just 1050. So FedEx.
If you follow law enforcement incidents and would like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing before we move on to the next pursuit.
A pistol! A pistol! I can speak English. On the ground!
During a busy afternoon in Laredo, a trooper spots a Cadillac making an illegal U-turn across a median, triggering a high-risk pursuit through heavy traffic.
got it.
At 1050.
The chase ends when the vehicle crashes near a roadside business. The driver immediately bails out and runs.
At 1050. Driver wearing a black shorts, black shirt. Driver, black short, black shorts.
Confirming day up.
Is that him? Let's go.
As the suspect gains distance, a passing driver stops and gives the trooper a ride, helping close the gap.
Hey, stop right there! Stop right there! Stop right there! Turn around! Turn around! Volteate! Volteate! I got him.
Troopers apprehended 6 passengers packed inside the vehicle. This incident highlights how these pursuits can quickly escalate, with driving behavior that puts others at risk, a pattern that continues in the next case. A driver leads troopers through busy city streets while attempting to drop off passengers during the pursuit.
We're still continuing south on lines. Baila.
Open lines, passing San Lorenzo.
Can you advise me at the bedroom just in case you want to make it across?
We're going
to be turning on Baltimore. Just 1050.
Hey! A pistol!
I can speak English.
On the ground! Put your hands behind your back!
No.
Get up!
The passengers who fled on foot were located by responding units. The driver was arrested and later charged with evading arrest and smuggling of persons.
How old are you?
19, sir.
Up next, another young driver takes the risk, making dangerous choices on the road as troopers attempt to stop.
Going north on Zavala.
The sporty Pontiac G6 leads patrol units through Hidalgo County, running multiple red lights before losing control and crashing.
Still passing frontage. One over there, yes. Full zone, almost activity. Still northbound, approaching business.
One crash shopping.
Alright, here, the intersections, the intersection. We can get some mission PD officers. Alright, expressing 495 red light. Still northbound.
He bails out and runs into a residential area.
Multiple subjects running behind property with them.
Yes, yeah.
605 108, do you see any property? No, brother. The driver's bedding down right now, just behind the red. It's alright, good. Well, I'll pull it up.
I'm over there. ¿Están bien? Okay.
We're running.
108, who are you talking to? What unit?
Troopers move in and locate the driver hiding nearby, along with 2 passengers who had fled on foot. Several additional passengers were found inside the vehicle, bringing the total to 8 individuals, all referred to U.S. Border Patrol. Coming up later, the intensity increases as several pursuits quickly escalate.
I'll be behind the guys.
Buckle up. On this incident, a loaded vehicle refused to pull over when troopers initiated a traffic stop.
It's going to turn. It's about to turn to the left. It's about 1050. It's just 1050. Just 1050. And toward FedEx.
As the pursuit continues, an unsuspecting driver going about their day is caught up in the unfolding events. No report on the delivery driver's condition was officially released.
Vehicles continue going. We just turned west. Vehicles coming to a stop. It's about to be loud.
He attempts to flee on foot, but is quickly caught by the pursuing trooper.
Ahí quédate enfrente. Aquí quédate enfrente. No se muevan.
Other responding troopers discovered multiple passengers inside the vehicle. This next multi-agency incident highlights the risks these operations can pose to public safety. A Texas DPS aircraft observed a Dodge Charger dropping off 2 individuals at a local truck stop.
118 West Go. Those are, oh, yeah, got it.
The individuals attempted to hide among parked commercial trucks, raising immediate suspicion.
West Coast units, BP advising vehicles getting back on frontage.
Black t-shirts, blue jeans walking away from you. Those are going to be the individuals.
They were quickly located, detained, and referred to the U.S. Border Patrol. Troopers then shifted focus to the fleeing Charger.
Left turn on Ivy, left turn on Ivy.
Left turn on Ivy.
West on.
South on 12, south on 12.
South on 12.
There it is. Signal 4. Nope.
Coming on to
Rollover.
Southwest on 24.
Nope.
187.
Can you see over there by the BBC 5
Hit unsuccessful. He's in the parking lot. Looks like a motel parking lot.
Whatever. Northbound, road, whatever.
Northbound road, Longoria from 83.
Okay, you take a look. There's an agent responding right now.
We got a pit. Black and white. Driver running.
You better stop! You better stop! Get down the girls! Okay? Put your hands behind your back! Get your hands behind your back!
Okay.
Get your hands behind your back!
Stop resisting. I got cut.
DPS report indicates that the driver, a known gang member with an active federal warrant, was taken into custody without further incident. A Dodge Charger leads troopers on a dangerous high-speed pursuit through Laredo surface streets in a reckless attempt to evade.
Dodge Charger. I don't have a 28 yet. Southeast, south on my left road. Headed toward 35.
Yeah, there's a picture of the driver.
Troopers momentarily lose sight of the vehicle, but not for long. Another unit picks it up and the chase is back on.
East Access Road, I-35, passing Sames. This is 34206.
Now on San Bernardo.
I'm gonna be behind the guys.
Okay. I'm on 35. I got back on 35.
Whoever's getting started out, I don't think.
Manos arriba, manos arriba. Manos arriba.
Troopers find 10 people crammed inside the Charger, including the trunk.
Open it up! Open it up! Open it up! Está bien, para allá, está bien, está bien.
Among the vehicle's occupants, 2 were children, ages 8 and 9.
Va a estar bien. ¿Sí? No familias, ¿no? Ok, solamente ustedes que son hijos de ella.
Coming up, as the pressure builds,
I see multiple subjects in the rear.
some drivers make a final, desperate move, heading straight for the Rio Grande in an attempt to escape. But these aren't random stretches of river. Sections of this borderline have been documented as contested and controlled territory, claimed by criminal enterprises that determine who crosses, when, and at what cost.
3B1080, show me on a 1080 with a red Tahoe Chevrolet. It's gonna be a red Tahoe. It just hit a Jeep. We're on Mines Roads, about to get to 35 Mine. 3B1080. Be advised, I see multiple subjects in the rear, getting up and down. We're now traveling on Santa Maria, southbound Santa Maria. We're going on Man Road, east on Man Road.
4, driver wearing a white polo with a left section. Currently on Man Road in Santa Maria, eastbound.
We are going through the parking lot of Old Taco Palenque. We're about to hit the frontage of I-35. Off of Washington, exit 1, off of Washington.
1050 Laredo, 1050, 1050. 1050 Laredo, 1050, 1050. Are you preparing for a splashdown?
When the SUV reaches the riverbank, the driver and 2 passengers plunge directly into the water.
¡Vente para atrás! ¡No puedes nadar! ¡Vente para atrás!
Troopers observe as the 2 passengers make it across. The driver, however, begins to struggle.
Dale, ahí va para allá.
A rescue line is deployed to pull him back to shore before the situation turns fatal.
Get around, let's go. Vamos fuerte. Güey, ¿no tienes arma? Arte. No lo suelten.
Inside the abandoned SUV, several additional passengers are located and referred to federal authorities. This incident reflects a different level of challenge for law enforcement on South Texas public roads, coordinated movements, communication between vehicles, and tactics that suggest something far more organized than an individual acting alone.
The white Volkswagen just cut us off. We're going. The white Volkswagen is coming off. We're going north.
In some cases, coordination becomes part of the strategy. 2 vehicles work together in an attempt to disrupt pursuing troopers, one pushing forward while the other moves to block and delay. lead driver reaches the river and escapes into the water. And that crossing is rarely a spontaneous decision. In many documented cases, access and passage through certain stretches have been linked to criminal gangs operating in the region. The second vehicle crashes during the escape attempt, and that driver is taken into custody at the scene.
Vehicles in control. Get out! Get on the ground! 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 Get on the ground!
We're making a roadblock. Chevy Tahoe.
It's gonna be a green color, green color.
A high-speed pursuit unfolds in Webb County, with the driver creating significant risk before attempting to break away. The driver slows just enough to let passengers jump out, then accelerates again,
We got one.
leaving one injured in the process.
We have a second. Approaching Park Street. We're at the intersection of Park Street, Santa Maria.
As troopers continue after the vehicle, several individuals scatter, with at least one later taken into custody.
Hey, November 536, we requesting EMS.
Troopers watch as he swims across and disappears on the opposite side. These incidents highlight how quickly pursuits can shift, with drivers turning to increasingly dangerous escape routes, often putting others and themselves at serious risk.
Yo, show me on the 1080 with a white Challenger.
In the final incident, a Dodge Challenger speeds through residential streets with dangerously limited visibility.
1050 with the vehicle. Send EMS. 3B1080. Show me on the 1080 with a white Challenger. The tags are gonna be on my car. We're gonna go southbound 35. We just got out of Lafayette. Turn east on Jefferson, going into Lyon.
10-4 vehicle east on Jefferson, turning into Lyon.
Vehicle just turned on into Monterrey at 1050 against the wall.
With the hood obstructing the driver's view, he continues at high speed, a decision that ends in a violent crash.
For vehicle northbound on Lexington. West on Olive, going back towards Olive. 10-4, southbound on Maryland.
It's on the stop sign of Madison. Just 1050 Laredo. 1050 with the vehicle. Send EMS. Driver's wearing red shorts, white shirt.
10-4 vehicle, just 1050 driver wearing.
The suspect attempts to run, but is quickly stopped as the trooper brings him into custody.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! ¡Ya, carnal! Mira, güey, me lastimaste, güey.
As this crash demonstrates, this is the reality of what dangerous driving can bring into an unsuspecting intersection. Some injuries were reported, but the outcome could have been far worse. What these 21 Texas DPS pursuits in this video reveal goes beyond any single chase. Troopers going up against coordinated tactics, organized networks, and forced to make split-second safety decisions on public roads.
Stand by for cords, bail out.
As seen throughout this compilation, the risk never stays contained to the fleeing vehicle. It spreads to every car, every bystander, and every intersection in its path.
Watch your cross traffic.
If you found this informative, hit like and consider subscribing. This channel covers pursuit incidents and law enforcement challenges from agencies across the country. More compilations are on the way.